implicit and explicit data types. I need to again focus on variables. But the thing is, even if we are expert programmer and there are lots of programming languages, every programming language behaves the variable differently. So is the case with Swift as well as Kotlin. Even if they look similar, I say that they are same. We'll see how different the compiler works, how different the compiler behaves with the variables. So being a programmer, if you know how your variable works, that will be your greatest assets. Because like if you know how these variables behave with time, that's how you program the things and you manipulate the things. So let me do one thing quickly. Double. So we will have same code over here as well. So if you try to run this, just note that the output was 20, but right now it's 20.0. It's like a number with rotation point. And then let's try to run this as well. Here you will see an error. Here the error is like literally the integer doesn't conform to doubles. It's like it needs some extra values, and then if you run, you will get the same output. So that is the difference. There is subtle difference, but it's a difference how it works, how the compiler works, what they expect from you, and what you need to write. So even if I said that both Swift and Kotlin are so similar, still there are differences. The differences might be very subtle, but this will hunt you down in the future when you have to debug the issues, especially on the arithmetic part, calculation part, multiplication, division, and all those things. So what I want to make sure is like if you don't, this is particularly true in this Kotlin and Swift world only. If you don't assign anything to this variable, it will try to understand it and try to infer it itself. So in case of Swift, it what it did was it's like it added the enter 0 automatically, but in case of Kotlin it didn't. That's a small difference. But what I try to make sure you understand first is variable. Variables are things. It's like carrying bag. Or one kind of bag can only carry one kind of things. Like if you have a bag that carries double, it can only carry doubles. If you have a bag that can carry int, it can only carry int. So that's the fundamental things that you need to understand. Over the time, there will be different kind of bags, different kind of things you'll carry over. It's like string is another kind of bag. So what we need to understand about variable is like it's a bag which carries the things that is it is meant to carry. It can't carry anything extra or anything other than that type. So whatever variable you make, you have to make sure that the type is defined. In case of Swift and Kotlin, they will try to infer that. They'll try to understand what kind of bag it is and then make that kind of bag. But for other things, you have to, or for other languages, you have to explicitly say that, okay, I want to have a bag that can carry a double. I have to have a bag that can have int. So that's the kind of bag we are making. So just remember that variable is nothing else, but it's a pointer in memory where the values are allocated and stored in kind of format we are expecting. And that's how the computer works. So in the next part, we'll try to have a variable of string and then see how the string manipulation works between the languages. Thank you.